Well, here we are. Day one. 0 subscribers, 0 views, maybe 0 likes, and honestly, there's a pretty good chance nobody ever watches this. This channel might completely fail, and if it does, that's okay, because I've always wanted to do this. For years, I've thought about starting a YouTube channel. I've talked myself out of it more times than I can count. Maybe I wasn't knowledgeable enough. Maybe I wasn't interesting enough. Maybe nobody would care what I had to say. Maybe there were already too many people talking about Bitcoin and investing. But eventually, I realized something. If I keep waiting until I feel ready, I'll never start. So what the heck? Let's give this a try. My name is Chris. I'm a regular Canadian guy. I'm a dad. I've got a full career, a mortgage, a couple kids, a whole bunch of responsibilities, bills to pay, the same kinds of things most people are dealing with every day. And a few years ago, well, 6 years ago to be exact, in 2020, I knew absolutely nothing about Bitcoin. So back in 2020, I started hearing more and more about Bitcoin. At first, I ignored it. Honestly, I thought it sounded kind of ridiculous. Internet money, digital gold, a financial revolution. Okay, whatever. But eventually, curiosity got the better of me. I started reading. I was watching videos online, like many of you, listening to podcasts, trying to understand why so many smart people were paying attention to this thing. The more I learned, the more questions I had. And the deeper I dug, the more fascinating it became. Not because I thought I was going to get rich. Well, I kind of did, maybe for a minute. But because it challenged everything I thought or knew about money. Now, let's be clear. I haven't done everything right. Far from it. I've made mistakes. I bought things I shouldn't have bought. I've chased hype. I've listened to people I probably shouldn't have listened to. And some of those people are here on YouTube, ironically enough. I've watched investments soar. I've watched investments crash. I felt like a genius. I felt like a complete idiot. Sometimes within the same week. And if you've been investing for any length of time, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But every mistake taught me something. And over time, I realized that the lessons were often more valuable than the gains themselves. One of the biggest reasons I'm starting this channel is because YouTube feels noisy. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like everything is getting more extreme. Every thumbnail is screaming at you. Every prediction is life-changing. Every coin is supposedly going to the moon. And every creator seems to know exactly what's going to happen next. The truth is, nobody does. Markets don't care about our predictions. Bitcoin doesn't care about our predictions. And if someone truly knew exactly what was going to happen next, they would probably be making YouTube videos about it. What I wanted to create was something different. Not better, just different. Less hype, more honesty, less certainty, more curiosity. Less buy this coin and more here's what I'm learning. Because that's the kind of channel I wish I had found when I started, if I'm being honest. You won't find me telling you what to buy. You won't find guaranteed returns. You won't find me promising financial freedom in 6 months. You won't find outrageous price predictions designed to get clicks. I won't pretend to know things I don't know. And when I'm wrong, which will definitely happen, I'll tell you. Because I think there's enough noise already. What you will find is a real person documenting a real journey. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about crypto, we'll talk about investing, we'll talk about common mistakes, we'll talk about market cycles, we'll talk about things that have worked and things that didn't. Most importantly, we'll talk about how regular people can think about building a better financial future. Not overnight, not through magic, not through some secret formula, just through learning, patience, discipline, and better decision making. Over the next few videos, I want to share the lessons I've learned over the last several years. We'll talk about what Bitcoin actually is, why some people believe it's important, why others think it's nonsense, how market cycles work, the mistakes I've made, and the things that I wish someone had told me when I started. And who knows, maybe nobody watches. Maybe this channel stays small forever, or maybe a handful of people out there are looking for exactly this kind of conversation. Either way, I'm glad I finally started. So if you're tired of hype, if you're tired of outrageous predictions, if you're tired of being told that every coin is going to make you rich, welcome. I'm Chris. This is Crypto Chris, and we are just getting started.